Good morning, everybody, and welcome back for another high-tier nighttime French tank battle. This was from the 27th of March, and I was trying to spade out my CA Lorraine, rather, for the research tier modification completion bonus boost, whatever you want to call it. And began by driving up towards the sea point. Now, if you're in a room with any kind of brightness, you may want to turn it off or wait until you can watch this in the dark so you can actually see what's going on the screen here. I was lucky enough that it was later in the evening and I was actually able to see, so wasn't too bad. This is a lighter than normal nighttime battle too. There's kind of a lot of bright moonlight, so it's not as bad as it could have been as far as nighttime battles go in War Thunder, but as usual, I get to the point pretty early here with the CA Lorraine and hold up and wait for the convoy of other teammates that are coming up behind me.
The enemy controls most of the strategic zones. Thank you. Attack the
I like the machete and hockey mask on the turret on this T-54 next to me. That's pretty good. Everybody arrived, we rolled in, we all captured the sea point. And we all got ourselves 300 spawn points, which would be very nice for this battle. So I'm watching out in the distance here, expecting to see some sort of enemy approach, but I'm in a pretty low silhouette tank, and decided I would hold up and watch down the road here for any enemies coming down into the city. Sweep the horizon a little bit. Not much going on. And then spot a leopard who's in a bit of trouble from a Chieftain Mark III. And the Chieftain Mark III takes him out before I could do anything about it. So I try to roll back down to position and pick up the Chieftain Mark III as he comes up out of the city. And all I can really do now is just wait and hope that he reveals himself and moves out into the open where I can see him, because he's down in the city. But somebody else shoots right down here. It's our friend, the Chieftain Mark III. I put a crippling hit into his turret. He gets killed a moment later, and I pick up an assist. Good enough.
Attention to the map.
Now, somebody had been marked on the minimap all the way down south, where I just clicked, near that little village there. So I clicked there just to put the marker out for the team, and then I'm going to head back that way as soon as I can, because I realize if somebody gets all the way around us at, all the way down south there, they're going to end up at our spawn, and it's going to be a real pain in the butt to deal with, and we're going to need as many guys as possible to win this battle at a night battle. So with the town pretty much covered by my team, I'm going to roll down to the south and see what I can do about locating the medium tank that was marked all the way down here, before they get loose in our back area and completely run wild and get a bunch of cheap-ass spawn kills. So we're hunting, and we're hunting, and we're hunting, and there we go. Success. Enemy spotted. It's a Chieftain Mark III. Correction, it was a Chieftain Mark III. So we'll turn around, we'll head back down to the battle, see what we can find. And I'm not sure why this guy was having such a hard time understanding that I'm not who he thinks I am. Now this is pretty neat for the night battle with ships up. They're detecting aircraft and they've got all their searchlights on. That was pretty cool. That is a feature that I've liked ever since the first time. I think I saw it on probably Norway in air battles. But pretty neat. So I'm looking around to see what kind of aircraft are up, assuming that it's going to be enemy, but I don't really know if this thing's marking off enemy aircraft or reacting to our own aircraft, or if it reacts to any aircraft at all the ships with the spotlights, but there we go. We can hear them. Turns out it's an enemy aircraft flying over. And that's probably what's going on. So now, of course, as I have heard an aircraft, I didn't exactly see it, I let the team know that, hey guys, there's enemy air up. So hopefully if we've got any SPAA, which we don't at the moment, but at least if SPAA comes in, they know there's enemy aircraft up. Or maybe if somebody decides to come back in an aircraft, they either know that if they come back in a bomber, it's going to be dangerous, or if they come back in a fighter, they've got a fighter to fight against. Now, I happened to hit the cannon breach on this T-95 at the exact moment that he got destroyed, which should have gotten me an assist, but apparently it didn't show up on the screen anyway. So I did answer in chat that yes, I do occasionally play together and collaborate with Bohica Ice. It's okay if you have a crappy memory, that's alright. Yes, I do. It's nice when people actually recognize me for my own name rather than
Another zone captured.
finish the cap, and right as soon as I drive forward, I get annihilated by an M60. Now I could see him here during the replay, but while I was playing this battle, it actually wasn't. I remember now it was actually a daytime game, and there were curtains shining in behind me. Well, light shining in through the curtains behind me on my main living room, where my computer still is until I can relocate it down to my basement, which doesn't have any windows, and night battles in War Thunder won't be an issue anymore. So anyway, the M60 was pretty obvious there in the replay that I'm watching while I'm narrating this, but I didn't see him at all during the actual battle because I had glare on my screen. Well, that's alright. I did manage to put a hurt into the T-95 right before he got killed, and I did recapture the A point, which was good, because we have lost the C point somehow. That was just a screenshot from my Discord's artistic screenshots in-game channel that we have, just for the night battle with the moonlight shining. Kind of neat. And then roll back up to the C point to recapture it for us, right as our team starts decapping the B point. And there we go, ticket bleed re-enabled. Good work, team. Actually, our team is swarming onto the B point, which is really good work. I congratulated the Kugelblitz on the anti-air kill. It's good work.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Unfortunately, there's a Spitfire that took out our I-185 as well.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
And the team captured the B point right before I captured the C point, and now we've got all three caps, and we're looking pretty good ticket bleed-wise. Right as a whole reproduction takes out one of our T-54s. Sadly, I believe it was the one with the Jason mask and the machete.
Attention to the designated grid square.
So I was able to see where the Houri was based on where we were losing our guys that he's killing.
Attention to the map.
And it's all the way back at their northern spawn, right by the edge of the seawall. As well as an M18. So I'm trying to get into position there to hopefully take them out. I don't want to go into their spawn, but if that's what's holding our guys up and killing all of them, I need to get there and kill the Houri before the Houri kills them all and then is running loose at either B or A, and I've got to go track him down in the city. Because that can get pretty dangerous in an AMX-30. And now they're taking the C point. So, sorry guys down at B, you're on your own at the enemy spawn. And I gotta turn around and head back up for the C point here.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
And someone has said in chat that there's an M18 at C, so I'm pretty confident that I can roll on up there and deal with him. And just as I happen to look over to my right, there he is. Light him up with the coax and mess him up pretty bad, and then thankfully get a shot into him with the main gun and get a hull break on him. Thank goodness for the coax 20mm there. Thank goodness or thank DeGaulle, whatever you want. Tried to get some shots after that P-47 going by. The way the gun raise is, it's just next to impossible to line up the guns on somebody quickly with a tank in this game. Unless you're using SPA with an actual rapid turning turret, rapid elevating turret. And back into the sea point to recapture it yet again. Thankfully, he dropped his bombs on the outside of the building that I was next to, but unthankfully, we had a P-47 following a little too close to him, and he got taken out by the bombs. And then I think that was the N1K2 that just crashed, dropping bombs at me again there. I was able to get away from him and just tried to hurry back out into the get the heck away from things as I'm getting overflown by all kinds of aircraft here. Wishing I had a rooftop machine gun that could train upwards instead of just the coax 20mm here, and just trying to get anywhere where these enemy planes can't find me. We're looking pretty good for the battle, though. Got a couple of teammates having very good games. I've got 4 captures myself. There's 4 enemy team left. I'm not entirely sure where they all are. I know at least one of them is in an airplane. And the 262 shoots down the P-47, who also dropped bombs and set me on fire. And unfortunately, I don't have FPE in my AMX-30 1972 yet. So that was kind of that for the AMX-30. Had just enough time to try and light up that P-47 going by. Couldn't see him behind all the trees, and then lost the gunner anyway. But 2 more captures and 1 more kill with the AMX-30 1972. That's okay. So I know there's enemy airplanes up. I almost came back in the Sir Bias, but then decided, you know what, I'm not going to see any enemies, and with the amount of tickets left, the only chance I have of getting a kill is the AMX-30 DCA and turn the radar on. And as if to accommodate such a thing, here comes a P-47, right after I spawn, right before the tickets bled out. Not too shabby. And that ended me up in 2nd place with an air kill, 2 ground kills, 1 assist, and 4 captures. Not too bad. Got me pretty close to my AMX-30B2. And made a decent amount of money too, which was good because I needed it at this point. I ended up burning a bunch of Golden Eagles on Silver Lions so that I could have enough to buy the AMX-30B2 when I got it. But there you go. There's all the awards and the kill feed. And for some reason, I think it's because I don't get spotted quite as easily. I've been doing pretty well lately when I get the occasional night battle. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and we'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.